Guthban be? One of us?
Tekla, you look like you wrestled a bear. Is something wrong?
Gods, Eivor, I was robbed on the road between here and Lincoln.
By who? Did you get a good look at them?
They were Saxons, I know that much. A pack of them lifted 4 barrels of my ale and all the coin I had on me. The biggest one pulled me off my horse and stuck his mouth in my ear, said, "Tell Guthban we expected him home soon."
Guthban? That's Battlebone in the Saxon tongue. Are you sure?
That's what he said. It's not someone here, is it?
Not that I know of.
I do not begrudge us taking in orphans, Eivor, but some of these Saxons, we hardly know them. You ought to ask around.
A good idea. You take care of yourself. Let me see to this.
Thank you, Eivor.
Tarbin, do you have a second? I was wondering if...
I am Guthban, Eivor. It means Battlebone. Not the name of a cheery baker, is it?
Not one who bakes bread, no. So, how did you earn this name?
Before I came here, I lived another life. A brutal, bloody life. I served with a gang of mercenaries. I was their weapon, roaming the wilds of England. Did whatever they asked of me, and all they asked was violence. When I left, I laid this sword on the grass and made a vow. I swore never to spill another drop of blood, to abandon acts of violence, to never kill again.
A hard promise for a hard man.
It wasn't, not for me. This life here is all I've ever wanted. I've never been more at peace. This is my doing. I brought all this upon you. It is down to me to fix it.
Tarbin, by threatening you, they threaten my clan. I cannot allow that.
These men are foul, Eivor. You should not have to fight my battles for me.
Do you not hear me, Tarbin? If they threaten you, they threaten me. So let us face them. Together.
Very well. Meet me outside when you're ready. I believe I know where they will be.
Novid, the settlement looks quite festive.
The Yule celebration is here. It's midwinter, Eivor. Time to drink, fight, and compete in hopes of a bounteous harvest. Yolnir, the Yule god, smiles on us. The days will soon grow longer, my friend. It's all a glorious rebirth about to begin.
And you did all this?
Not exactly. On a scouting mission, Sunniva and I met a group of, we call them revelers. They did most of the work. Sunniva's manning the fistfight tournament. All in good fun. Meanwhile, I have opened my own shop. Rather than silver, we use what I call Yule tokens. I made them myself.
They certainly look homemade.
Thank you, yes. Now, before we begin our celebrations, we need to get the brewery and the cattle farm ready for the Yule feast.
And you'd like me to do that, I suppose.
I would. And since I'm so fond of you, have some Yule tokens. I expect to see you at the celebrations later.
If you wish to face your old friends, I'm ready when you are.
Good. I'll lead the way. I want you to know, should it come to blows with my old crew, I can handle it myself. Forgiving me is all the work you need to do.
There's nothing to forgive. You walked away. They pursued. By axe or by fist, I will do what must be done to protect my clan.
You're living the life you want, aren't you?
You are a good boy. Before we are spotted, tell me what I should expect here. Will they attack us on sight?
I shouldn't think so. No. Nothing like that. It's not how Wilf operates. Yes, he's a clever one. And rather kind when you meet him. Makes you feel like you're a friend. Family, even. I met him a decade ago, and he was the first person to truly welcome me. To see some value in me. He told me I had a gift. For intimidation. Persuasion. Violence. Just by the size and strength of me, he knew how to use me.
That woman seems to know me. So what do they want from you now?
They'll want me back. They'll want me to be the man they think I am. Monstrous and massive. Wilf and them were the only family I had then. But their love was conditional. Wilf only loves what he owns.
So what do you intend?
I know I won't go back. I don't want more blood on my hands. But apart from that, it's hard to say. Who knows what they have in mind?
For my brother! Die!
We're stopping.
That house, there. They're likely within. It won't look like much, Eivor. But don't be fooled. And don't take Wilf lightly, charming as he seems. The man is a serpent.
I've met plenty of charmers who turned out to be snakes.
I know. Only a warning. Let's go inside.
Cervi! Gato! Reda! Turkaga! Gato!
Gothbin, my boy, as I live and breathe, you got my message. And you brought a friend. Who might you be, Dane? His new leash?
I am Eivor, and the woman you robbed was one of my clan. That will not stand.
I know. I'm busted up about it. But tell Tekla, was it? Tell her that her ale is some of the finest we've tasted.
I am done with you, Wilf.
But we are not done with you, boy. We gave you food, shelter, ale to drink, riches galore. We made you who you are.
For all you did for him, he repaid you with blood and sweat. Did he not?
You're a fiery one, I like that. But the ink was dried on this deal well before your number arrived in England. If you wish to clear Tarbin's name, I'm happy to help with that. It's only a small matter of cost. Some weeks back, soldiers confiscated my personal wares, shall we say. Tried to confiscate me as well, but I gave them the slip. If you're keen, you could recover my belongings and return them to me. Do that, and your name is clear.
I can't. I promised myself I would leave all this behind. But...
If it will clear Tarbin's name, we will recover what is yours. Where are these soldiers?
Camped not far to the west. A battalion of bloated, brainwashed military men. You can't miss it for the smell.
Wait here, then. We will return before you sprout another pair of horns.
God go with you, Eivor.
You found it!
I did. Let's bring this back to Wilf.
You handled that better than I would have.
Is this the sort of work you did with Wilf?
Oh, they have returned.
We have your goods.
Beautiful. Beautiful, put them there.
The ledger.
Of course. Happy to honor it. My goodness, such a lack of trust these days. It's a dark age, no mistake.
That's it, then. We're done?
Aye. You are free to walk from this place and live as Tarbin the boring bread maker for the rest of your days. But you, Eivor, if you ever get tired of the settled life, we could always use a thief with your skills. Think about it.
Tarbin, are you satisfied?
Yes. I cannot thank you enough, Eivor. I feared the worst when I heard my old moniker, Guthman. Hadn't heard it in years. Dredges up fearful memories.
I imagine. How did you fall in with that bunch?
After my mother died, I sought family. Wilf offered it. He looked at me, took me in and told me who I was. Who I could be. I don't crave that belonging anymore. Among you lot, people accept me as I am. The greatest gift I ever got. Peace.
Many men are calm because they've never known a storm. You weathered the storm and worked through it. That is a rare thing.
That means a lot. Thank you.
The Wolfka! So glad to see you.
It's good to be home again. That is, if I haven't robbed myself of the pleasure of calling it home.
Tarban, in spite of all, you're welcome here. And you owe us nothing but the work you love.
Right. Payment in fresh loaves of bread. I can manage that.
But first, one scrap of your past remains.
Right. The ledger.
Toss it, and purge the past.
With pleasure.
I said to take care. Did I not say to take care?
Winfield, Betham, you look dour for festival goers.
I'm not dour, I'm furious. My fool of a son released the cattle we were raising for the feast. Just let them go.
You let them go. Why?
Would you believe it's because I am a lone wolf who says, damn the rules? Would you believe I took them to the river for one last graze, but one of the cows looked at me strangely, and I got scared?
That I believe. Do you want me to get them back for you?
Take Bertham with you. Perhaps you can protect him from the terrifying cattle. Go on, love. Go with Eivor.
Very well.
Where were you when the cow frightened you?
Across the river. That away. I'm not generally afraid of cattle, but the look in this one's eyes, I thought it might hurt me. They're big cows.
Perhaps this is an opportunity to overcome that fear you claim not to possess.
Testicles. What is happening over there?
This is where it happened. They shouldn't be too far.
Good. Let's begin tracking. Cast about this land, my friend. There's one. What do you say we turn this into a hunt? A quicker slaughter and fresh meat for the feast.
All right. But I won't get too close. You made that look easy.
Because it was. Now we collect the meat. You seem a young man who has never hunted. Strange.
All right. One down. That should mean 3 to go. You think it's strange that I don't know how to hunt?
I think it's unusual. I would be happy to teach you, Bertham. Much as I imagine you'd rather be taught. I think it's unusual. I would be happy to teach you, Bertham. Much as I imagine you'd rather be taught by Maida.
No. I think I would rather learn from you.
Follow then, and keep your eyes open for your errant cattle. I understand this is daunting. Even domesticated creatures possess a worthy strength. And so, even in slaughtering and eating them, we must show them respect. I do not begrudge you your fear.
Thank you. I begrudge myself quite a bit. I feel quite foolish.
Bertham, tell me more about Maida. You're quite taken with her.
Oh, yes. She's a remarkable person. Always makes me laugh. And an amazing hunter. She's just so brave, skilled, strong, and, you know, pretty, too.
You're fond of her.
Imagine how she feels, huh?
Be my eyes, Sunan.
I hope you aren't too annoyed that you need to look after me today. And clean up my mess.
If anything, this is more relaxing a day than I have enjoyed in recent memory.
Imagine how she feels, huh? Fancied by a silly boy who's afraid of cows. Oh, there! I see the last one! Did you see that, Eivor?
It took me a moment to... It took me a moment to believe it. Fine work, Cow-fearer. You have overcome your enemy.
Please don't make that my new nickname. Thank you, Eivor. Oh, this part is tougher than I thought. Maida won't believe I've done this. Nor will my mother.
Bertham, were you really scared by a cow? That seems unlikely for a farmer's boy.
Well, if I tell you what really happened, will you tell anyone?
Never.
It's to do with Maida. She's always saying I'm so soft and sweet and kind and lovely.
All good things.
It's terrible. Who wants sweetness? I want to be brave and manly. I thought if I let the animals go, I could hunt them myself and show her I was a good provider and strong. Then I took out my bow, and the cow did look at me. And I did get frightened. So that part isn't entirely false.
There's nothing wrong with having a good heart. I'm sure Maida is fond of you because you are a kind young man, not in spite of it.
Thank you, Eivor. I hope you're right. But all the same, I do intend to brag. Just a little. I feared asking this of Maida, but do you ever feel sorry for the creatures? That you must hurt them so?
I do not seek to cause them suffering. I aim for the heart, that it might be a quick death.
Can't imagine being so skilled. Maida is much the same way. One shot, rabbit dead, clean.
No good can come of this. What has gotten into them?
Them. Did you manage not to hurt yourself?
Winfried, I give you your son, Bertham the Beast Slayer.
The Beast Slayer!
Oh, You should have seen me out there, Mother. I was a terror with an arrow. But I should go.
Go? Where?
I want to show Maida while the blood is still fresh. See you at the feast.
Well, Eivor, thank you. Whatever you did out there, I'm pleased for it.